Oh, hello. Welcome to my video blog edition number 5. If you can see, there's my wife back there. Say hello to the camera. Anyway, right now it's about 9:42 p.m. It is what date? The date is Sunday, August 12th, 2007. In about an hour 15 minutes in Winnipeg, Manitoba. 11 p.m. here. It'll be 10 a.m. in the morning there. They'll be holding a funeral for my cousin Gundega. In a way, I wish I could be there because I imagine it's going to be a very emotional time. As again, I've been saying before, Gundega died before her time. And I think at 11 o'clock I'll be doing some sort of vigil here to mark the fact there's a funeral going on. So I guess in this video blog I'm just going to talk a bit about my cousin Gundega. I don't know, it's sort of hard to put together, I'm not going to do an obituary. I'm just going to think of some memories I have of her. First thing that comes to mind is she spent some time up north. I remember back in the 70s and 80s she worked for a fur company up in Frobisher Bay, and it was always interesting to get letters from her. Now Gundega was a person, she sent us letters a while, and she would sort of come into our life for a while and then she would leave. But like you say, when you did see her, she'd always have interesting stories to tell. I can remember her telling me stories about my mother's mother, my grandmother, watching that movie, what was it? The one that, oh God, Dr. Zhivago, and how our grandmother could watch Dr. Zhivago and tell, what details were true, what were not. I mean, I wish I could talk to her. I wish I was able to talk to her about that. Gundega was good for telling me stories about how my parents met. Yeah, remember her telling stories of my father and my mother necking in a tent in Winnipeg. Very interesting, very interesting. Gundega was a libertarian. She told me a story of how she would go into some of these crazy places in San Francisco full of leftists, and she would just talk them down. I love that sort of thing. And of course, my last memories from her were getting these letters about this is the last one we got, about pregnancy. She's very helpful with that. And when she had the breast cancer the last year, she rallied, and it was almost like you were thinking, maybe she'd get over it. But the last couple of months, we realized it wasn't to be. I guess I heard about a month ago that she it was going to happen. She was her days were numbered. The sad part for me and Jenny, of course, is that she won't be around for when I'm going to tell her, to be able to tell the world of good news about Tony and his birth. Anyway, so I mean that's all really I got to say about Gundega. I don't know. I guess at 11 o'clock I will just sort of have a vigil. I guess look at her picture and so on. As you can say, she died before her time. I mean, it's a sad thing. She still had another 20 years in her. It's a shame she had to go. Anyway, end of edition number 5.